edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
We are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. And once again, it is the Barnes, Michael, Tony from the Couch Show, Renee in the hallway, Matthew in a gym near you. How are you doing, sir?
Dude, I'm doing great. I want to talk about you. How are you doing meeting Aaron Boone and Brian Cashman yesterday? Me not knowing that he went there. I see the photos at the end of the day. I just was so excited for you.
Michael, it was unbelievable. And do you think it would only be fitting, before we get into it, that we just say, let's go to the world of Major League Baseball?
So fitting.
2-2, he got him swinging. A back-to-back strikeouts for Robbie Ray.
There's damage right there. Shohei, way, Cy Young. Nada, where did that land?
Smoke to Chapman, who leaps up and grabs it.
Story spins and fires. Out at first.
There it goes. See ya. Home run, Aaron Judge.
All right, Michael. So we were talking, obviously, last night, me and Carm, we went to the, I guess it was technically, it was at Ridgefield Playhouse.
You got to tell the world who Carm is.
Carm is Sam's dad. And it was very nice of him. He surprised me. I thought that was the person trying to sell the tickets, but that's another story for a different day.
In a little bit.
Yeah, in a little bit. But yeah, it was a nice surprise for Easter. Carm, got me tickets for him and I to go to this event. It was hosted by Steiner Sports, who has a partnership with the Yankees going back a long time. And Brandon Steiner was actually there. And he goes back to like the George Steinbrenner days. So he's, been around with the Yankees for a while. So it was him, Brian Cashman, and Aaron Boone. And it was so cool because, first of all, Ridgefield Playhouse, for anybody, who hasn't been there, who I hadn't been there, before. All of you and Tony, Michael, not Michael, but Renee and Matt would really like it. It's a very small setting, and they have different stuff there. Like Bernie Williams is going to do like a guitar performance and stuff. And it's like, there's an upper deck, and it's like, there's no bad seat. But we were fourth row, dead center. So obviously,
one of the best.
That's a good seat, of course. So that was awesome. So they started out, Brandon Steiner introduced everybody. And I thought what was interesting is he was introducing Aaron Boone, and he was talking about the home run that he hit in 2003, to send the Yankees to the World Series.
Yeah, it meant nothing.
Cashman didn't flinch when he said it. So it was almost like
it meant nothing.
Yeah, it was almost like it meant nothing to Cashman.
That's all you like to see that.
Yeah. So then, so he was kind of going back and forth with them, asked a bunch of interesting questions. The first thing that really popped out to me is, and Brandon Steiner did ask this question, and it was funny because afterwards he was kind of, lauding Cashman. He was talking about, in the future he might be a Hall of Famer. And I was texting a couple of my Yankee friends about that. They were rolling their eyes, and I even said to him, I go, yeah, he's got to win another one first.
100%.
But anyway, so he asked him about the whole theory, and I know Tony is, of course, very familiar with this, and I'm sure you too, Michael, to an extent, and I know Matthew knows, but just the common sentiment that he, Boone doesn't set the lineup that Cashman does, and Cashman, of course, his long-winded answer, but said that in his whole time as Yankees general manager, he's not set one lineup, that Aaron Boone and bench coach Carlos Mendoza set the lineup following the previous game, and he's already out of there, headed to Rowayton, which I didn't realize he lived in Rowayton, Cashman. But he's not even there when he sets the lineup. And if Boone asks him for an opinion, he'd give it to him, but they very rarely discuss the lineup. it was funny. Right away, I asked Carm, I was like, do you believe him? And he's like, yeah, not a chance.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing, Tony, you feel the same way or no? No, Mike?
What are you saying? I'm sorry, Brian.
No, it's okay. So Brandon Steiner last night at
Brandon
the event,
Steiner.
yeah, he's the head of Steiner Sports, like the merchandise or collectibles. But he asked him, he said he wanted them to come out on the rumors that Cashman sets the lineup. And Cashman said in his whole time working as general manager of the Yankees, he hasn't set one lineup, and that he doesn't even know what the lineup is when he goes to the ballpark. And I was saying, I asked Carm after about what his opinion was about what he said. He said he doesn't believe him for a second.
I wouldn't believe that honestly for a second either. I mean, not knowing your lineup, to say that even is ridiculous, dude. How are you going to be a GM? You're not checking the lineup or something before you walk in the stadium. And come on, like, maybe he doesn't set the lineup technically because the manager does, right? Boone does. But to tell me he doesn't have a hand in it, that's ridiculous.
And he was saying, like, too, like with the people that he, hires into the organization, the reason why he's not hands-on is because he has good people. That's what he was trying to like allude to.
Bogus. What do you think?
No, I don't believe him either.
Yeah.
And then also, and it was actually funny. So this was one of the question because he did a Q&A after this, and I was raising my hand forever trying to ask about Josh Donaldson, but of course no one called on me. Dude. But an older guy, it was ironic. It was the last question, before really everything wrapped up. And he was just saying how, well, a couple of things. The first, he was asking Boone, he said, he like basically called him out. And this guy, he said he's been watching the Yankees since like the 50s. And he goes, it's just so frustrating. We love you sometimes, but you're so frustrating sometimes. And it really is irritating how you will never bunt. Why can you never bunt? And he mentions the situation, runner on first, no outs, down a run. And Boone was saying it was a losing percentage play. And because he said there's too many things you got to assume, that the bunt gets down so that the runner makes it safely to second and that the guy up next gets a hit. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I mean, to be that hard on like statistics like that, I think is not good. I mean, I feel like, again, we talked about it, the day after that game. I mean, because they ended up, I forget who was up.
It was Osvaldo Cabrera.
Oh,
and I was saying, I know he can handle a bat.
Right. And he grounded out into
double play.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, obviously, like, I mean, stats are not like you got the shit end of that deal. And again, I mean, I feel like, fundamentally, I mean, you're taught at every level of baseball that is a situation where you bunt the runner to second. Like, and it's like, yeah, you have to assume the bunt gets down, but like, don't you practice that? Don't you practice the bunt getting down?
Right.
So it's like,
and the thing is, in that situation, it didn't make sense too, because like I had mentioned to you, LeMahieu was on the bench. Who better to come up one out, runner on second?
So it's like, come on.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. And then also Cashman, I feel like was very deflective because they were asking him about the Houston Astros and how, of course, they've had the Yankees numbers in all these playoff series. And he pretty much blamed the sign stealing on 2017 and 2019, like full out blamed it. And then last year, the excuse was the injuries. And he even said something which I didn't like the way he phrased it. And he kind of tried to retract it after. But he even said, he was like, so the sign stealing years I had a problem with. Last year I didn't. And he says I was okay with losing to the Astros because of all the injuries we had. They were the better team. Not that I like losing, but I just knew that they were the better team and we were severely beaten down by the injury bug. And I just like, I understand LeMahieu wasn't healthy last year, and Benintendi was out. But I think that's a pretty weak excuse, Tony. I think there was more than enough firepower on the team to beat the Astros last year. They just didn't execute. And he even goes, yeah, I mean, if we everything went right, like, sure, I could see it, but I knew that it was going to be hard to do. I mean, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen, injuries happen to every team at any point, and that's just the part of the game that you have to deal with. But I mean, I think it's still worth to note that, if they didn't have the injuries they had, I mean, yeah, it's like like he said, if everything goes well, if everything goes according to plan, like, yeah, they would have, a better team, I'm sure. But I mean, when do things go according to plan, especially like in baseball? You always have like, oh, like, like if Judge has a bad game or Stanton, then you have like a Rizzo, or whoever to kind of pick him up, and because of those injuries, I keep forgetting the center field.
Bader.
Yeah.
But he was healthy.
He was healthy.
Yeah, it was Benintendi who was injured.
Benintendi, yeah. Who was out, who had a great season, I thought, for the Yankees. Like not having him, I mean, it definitely is something to bring up. I don't know. I mean, it's tough, dude. I mean, you look at what the Astros did, and it's funny, just at the Horseshoe on Sunday too. Like looking at that stat of Framber Valdez, hit like a 60% ground out play, a ground ball percentage or whatever. Ratio, yeah, highest in the league. I mean, the Astros had a phenomenal team. About Verlander with the Cy Young, and I don't know. For me personally, I mean, I think the Astros did have a better team.
They did have a better team, but it's like, we talk about like adjustments all the time and stuff, and it's like stuff could have been done, and like players could have, made even just contact,
right?
Like,
I mean, there's
medium
always
level
things you can do better for sure. But I mean, you can't, discount what Cashman said being true. I mean, it is at the end of the day.
Yeah, I guess the way he said it, it
sounded like an excuse.
Sounded like an excuse, and there was no like reason to say that they like about getting swept like that. Right. I wanted to hear him say there's never an excuse to get swept. It's just
you gotta take one at least, dude.
Yeah. So it was, I don't know. I just wasn't, I thought there could have been more there. And that's why I wish I got to ask a question, because I feel like the questions people were asking, like,
I can't believe you didn't get to ask a question.
There were so many every second.
I bet. Yeah.
And
start shouting.
Hey. Yeah. And people were asking about Volpe. And Boone was like very enthusiastic about Volpe. Like his face completely lit up, talked about his energy, his work ethic. He said he's one of the best base runners that he's ever seen,
really?
Play.
Tim Castro?
He didn't mention Tim Castro. So they were excited, saying they really want him to be with the Yankees, for a long time. So everyone was, excited about that. And then really, there were just some questions about, kind of how they go about trading prospects away, acquiring guys, and, kind of what goes into that process. And actually, both Boone and Cashman were very complimentary of Omar Minaya, the former, Met general manager.
Sorry, who?
Omar Minaya.
Oh, I think you said Sean Minaya. I was like, when the hell was he the manager?
But his name's not Sean, but his son is actually in the NBA.
Omar's?
Yeah.
Really?
I guess he played the last 4 games of the season for the Trailblazers.
Wow. Is he good?
I didn't get to look him up, but being that we haven't heard of him, I'm sure, he's just kind of barely making the roster. But I do think, and I don't know, I guess Minaya was kind of pushed out once Steve Cohen came into play, but it does seem like, especially like the international connections he has, it does seem like he's it's a good resource.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So you liked hearing that. I'm trying to think really if there was anything else of consequence, that they mentioned, but I guess not entirely, and then, Cashman was talking about George Steinbrenner, and he literally said, everyone was dying at this. He said, the reason why the human resource department was created was because of George Steinbrenner. And it was something like, it was George Steinbrenner's cousin.
There's a specific, story to it.
Yeah. So his cousin worked for the team and was in charge of setting up the spring training season ticket sales. And I guess, like, as soon as they put him out, within 2 hours, all the tickets sold out. So he was excited to go tell George. And I guess George ripped him a new one and told him, well, that means you're not charging enough, yelling at him like crazy.
Oh,
and
my God.
They said it was literally like with Steinbrenner that you couldn't like you only talk to him if he's talking to you. Like you don't go to him for anything. He doesn't want to hear from you. He wants you to do your job. But a little military
Yeah,
intel.
that's how it should be here, Michael. Don't talk to me.
So between the introduction and then the question and answer, I want to say it was roughly like an hour and 45 minutes. I definitely really really enjoyed it, and it was funny too. You could just tell that Brandon Steiner, like even though after the fact he was complimentary, and like I said, he was talking about him making the Hall of Fame. He did seem like a little frustrated just with the way things have gone last year, and you could tell longtime Yankee fan, just wants another championship clearly. So then after that, they brought us to the lobby, and we had to wait probably 15 or 20 minutes, and then it was you could do as many pictures as you want, get as much memorabilia as you want signed by Boone and Cashman. So I shook both of their hands, the saying that it was nice, to meet them. I was even mentioning to Brian how, because I know he knows Corey. I was mentioning how he's the Trenton clubhouse manager.
Yeah.
So I did mention that to him, and then he was asking me where I was from, and I was telling him I was from Stanford. So I took like probably 2 or 3 pictures with both of them, and then had Boone sign my hat here, which Manny gave me for the Christmas giveaway. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Wow. Yeah.
So this is pretty cool. It's signed right here. And it actually, this is pretty valuable. And obviously, I know it doesn't have the certificate of authenticity, but they were selling a Aaron Boone signed hat that he wore in a game for $250. So it's pretty cool that,
That is cool.
that, it's probably worth something. But so it just worked out that I had the hat, wasn't even thinking about anything getting signed. And then I did say this to you guys in the group chat last night. But on my way out, I was like, oh, nice meeting you guys. And then like, it was basically directed at Cashman, but I was talking to both of them, and I said, let's win a World Series this year. And then Cashman goes, music to my ears. And that is how the night concluded. What do you guys think?
Dude,
Cool stuff, right?
that is a great story. I wish for your sake that they were like, Brian, we know you. Sam, your girlfriend told us we'd love you to meet Aaron Judge.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. And it was, it was tough too, because I don't know, like, I'm sure you've dealt with this, but I didn't know how much I was going to get to talk to them. And you kind of freeze up. Like, you don't know what to say. So that's why I just thought of the thing, mentioning Corey, because I knew that he knew him. And, I didn't want to be like, rude or anything either, like mention something else. But one thing too, and Carm was saying this, we were surprised at how tall Aaron Boone is. We were thinking he was like my height. He's like 6'4".
Yeah. Yeah. I thought the same thing too.
So, I just thought, that was interesting.
I'm not gonna lie, he kind of looks like just like
Boone.
Yeah. like he shouldn't be the Yankees manager.
He was going. It was funny. Well, actually, you probably saw my picture, but he went like basketball shoes, jeans, and a wool jacket, like a sports jacket. You know what I mean?
It's just like, come on.
And then Cashman, I feel like it's so cheap. I know you probably think this too, Michael. So when people like Cashman was just wearing like your typical, dress shirt, khaki pants, or whatever, suit pants, and he goes leg over, and literally like between the top of his ankle to up, there was probably 3 feet of skin exposed. Like his pants were that short, and he's just sitting there like this, like So, that was funny, but overall a great night. And of course, I really appreciated Carm getting those tickets, and had a great time. And it was good too, because obviously off day for the Yankees, so kind of filled the gap for the night. But obviously back on the diamond today. Tonight we're gonna get Clark Schmidt versus Jose Suarez. And Suarez, not much success this year. He's actually allowed 18 hits in only 8 1/3 innings, 6 strikeouts, and a 10.80 ERA. which is, obviously not impressive. He's only 25 years old. I know he had shown some flashes last year. I mean, you look at the overall body of work, 22 appearances, 20 starts, 3.96 ERA, and he struck out 103 batters, 109 innings. So wasn't bad last year. So you would think, he would have a pretty good performance. He is a left-hander. Oh, and that's one other thing, because the guy that one of the old-time baseball fans was kind of complaining. He says that how the Yankees can't have a set lineup, how guys are always getting shuffled around, and Boone defended it, saying that he does have a set lineup, and that the only reason guys move up or down is because of injury, or if they're facing a team with a really dominant, like, left-handed reliever, he tries to stack his lefties 3, 6, and 9. So you can't bring a guy in and then you have 2 or 3 lefties in a row, and then they have the advantage.
You know what Nikola Tesla says? If you know the keys to 369, you will understand the universe.
That's very interesting.
Isn't that crazy? I'm sure Boone knows.
Yeah,
they're gonna win it this year. You seeing them, meeting them.
4 April games,
4 April games,
5.
the opener.
Yeah, the opener. Right.
You've been so long since you've been in an opener. Get it, Jinx. You get to go with Matt too. That was special. You don't care.
No. The only reason I just got a text that.
Can we go to the other story, by the way?
About the tickets?
Yeah, we're still in baseball. So I'll get you started. So we posted a video of Brian's last escapade, I guess you could say, at Yankee Stadium, and we got a message. If you go to Downtime TV Instagram, you could check it out for yourself. But we got a message from some lady who is offering us cheap tickets. So Brian, now being the Yankee savant, obviously messaged to see what's going on, and he could take it away.
Yeah. So basically, it was just like, so she comments on our video saying, she's got these Legends seats, that she'll sell for a very good price, message her for details, can't go to the game tomorrow. So I was like, oh, I'll just inquire. I've always really wanted to go to Legends seats, because those are, it's roped off. It's a separate entrance, and you have an all you can eat premium buffet, starting from when the gates open, as well as unlimited non-alcoholic beverages. And then, of course, awesome views of the game. And it's something I've always wanted to do, never been able to. So she's saying discounted tickets. So in my mind, I'm like, who knows what she'll say? I mean, on average, I would say the minimum ticket on that is going to be $400 or $500. But sometimes they'll go for $1,200. But I'm thinking, maybe she'll say, oh, like $150 a ticket, $200 a ticket, and she goes $450, and I'm just like, are you kidding? Why would you even say that, like, you're going to give a good price if you're listing for $450? So then I'm like, that's way over our budget. I could do $100 a ticket, and we'll send you a Downtime t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying, like, sure. Said at first you wanted PayPal, and like, I guess I'm just an amateur. I know, Michael, you're just very experienced. You buy a lot of stuff from secondary parties, not like stores or whatever.
Exactly.
So I kind of bugged because I don't really know PayPal. And I know I should know PayPal at this point. I get it, but I don't.
Yeah, we understand.
And I was like, oh, do you have Venmo? And then she says she does. And so I'm like, okay, like, and I'm just still, I don't know. I don't buy stuff from random people. So I'm just like, okay, like, can you, send me the tickets first, and then, I'll Venmo you. And I understand, like, from her perspective, she doesn't want to just, do that, because then obviously I could not send the money, but it works both ways. And I'm just like, oh, it's not that I don't trust you. It's just like, I'm just paranoid about just sending some random person, like, X amount of money. And she just, like, is just going back and forth. She sent me a screenshot of the ticket. Tony noticed too that her name on Instagram versus what the tickets are, and she could have been going with her family. She said she was going to go with her family, but the name was Sarah. Her name's Jane on Instagram, but she does follow one of my friend's girlfriends. So he actually just texted me back and said the lady, she does follow her, but she doesn't know her. So that doesn't really help. Exactly. And it's just such a tough spot, because as I already mentioned, I'm going on Thursday. So, I'm already going Thursday, but obviously these seats would be ridiculous. But I just don't like the random person not knowing. So I actually just messaged her back and was like, can you list the tickets on Ticketmaster and I'll buy them? So it'll be interesting to see what she says. But I was texting a couple of my friends, Mark, Corey, and Mike. I think actually you met all of them when we were at Dockside. And I was like, and they were basically all saying like, oh, it's gotta be a scam, this and that. And the only way I could see it not being a scam is if she just doesn't want to go through the trouble of selling the tickets, is panicking, just wants to get something for the tickets. But obviously, for so easily to go to 450, I offer 100, she offers 200, and then I say 100 in the t-shirt. And I don't know, for it to be that easy. I mean, push comes to shove, fellas. I mean, I sent you screenshots. Michael first, honestly.
With all that, I just think she's either. I think it's.
She just said no. She can't spell. She just keeps saying no, like KNOW. I said, can you post the tickets on Ticketmaster and I'll buy them? And she just said, no, sir. What do you think? Does that change your mind at all?
Yeah, it's over.
Tony, something. Just give me something, honestly. But I'm saying, do you think if you had to, I'm not like basing my decision on this, but if just everything you've heard from me, do you think it's suspicious, honestly?
Yes, very suspicious.
What would be the main thing that put you over the edge here?
I mean, I think the significant price drop and then your buddy's girl who doesn't really know her.
Yeah,
right?
but that she just happens to follow her.
Yeah, that's weird.
And also, she said, let's see what she said here. Hold on. One other thing. She goes, I don't have Venmo. Let me ask my husband, brother. So I guess she meant husband or brother. And then she says, I have one now. Please pay through the family and friends option and send a screenshot of the payment. Send me your Ticketmaster.
No, you're not doing it that way.
Right,
Tell her the only way I'll do it is the other option because it guarantees you get your money
PayPal.
back.
But you know what it is? I don't even want to have to go through that process. That's the thing. Call him Cashman. Oh, but you would really feel comfortable with
email leads from him?
No, I didn't get an email. Wait, but have you had to dispute a payment on PayPal, Mike?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I've got my money
How
back.
long did it take?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay. Interesting.
You get your money no matter what.
Yeah.
But you have to make sure you click that option. Because if you do that friend thing that she just said, guess what? And she's not your friend.
Right. See ya.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, just to see what she says. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna set up. I got
Barnes, I got a bridge to sell in Brooklyn.
with that comment. It's so funny.
He loves it.
I'm like, I know because my mom's working right now.
Yeah.
And I know her and my dad are gonna watch this later, and they're just gonna be like bugging that, like
You did that.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna let it go. It's so tough though. I really want to go, but I don't know. I just don't feel like going through the PayPal thing. And then both of you guys are saying too that you think it's a scam. So I mean, why am I even gonna pursue it at this point? Not worth it, Michael.
Not worth it.
I wanted to get the downtown t-shirt out there. That's the only thing.
If she wasn't being weird about it, like, and it was just like, yeah, cool, it's normal, then we get it, but she's being weird.
I don't know why I'm still tempted to like just somehow get her to send the tickets first. I'm sending one more thing. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I'll give you guys an update tomorrow if there is one. But anyway, like I said, Angels, Yankees, for game 1 tonight, Yankees -155, Schmidt versus Suarez. Schmidt has obviously struggled at times, has had a couple good innings, here and there. But overall, I mean, you have an 8.44 ERA. That's just, not going to get the job done. A whip of almost 2, which is pretty crazy. Angels are 8-8, so they've held their own up to this point. And obviously, you think about Trout and Ohtani. They had lost 3 in a row to Boston before winning the Patriots Day game yesterday, which actually my brother-in-law and my godson went to. I feel like I didn't tell you that.
You did not.
Dressed, though, he was dressed in Red Sox attire. He has Yankee attire. Tough to see him in the Red Sox attire.
And what does that make you feel like? Like you were kind of betrayed?
No, because I know my sister Stacy. She's obviously is a Yankee fan, so she's doing her best. I think which I think the fair.
What's the
thing
guy's
is,
name? Michael.
Michael. Yeah.
Come on, Michael.
No, but to be fair, he is a longtime Boston fan, so it's the same
Like
boat
you.
that we're in.
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
exactly. So I would think though that their plan is, just when he's of age to decide, he'll decide his team. It's up to him.
Barnes will slip him with like 10 grand cash. This is what the Yankees is all about.
Oh,
winning.
God. But yeah, so I feel confident about this game, and I know, like I said, the Angels have been playing better, but they also just with last game and just overall the season 8-8, but they also just did lose 3 or 4 to Boston, and I know on the road. So this is a series. Think about last series, we're hoping for 3 out of 4. I think this is the 2 out of 3 minimum. Possibly a sweep. Nestor on Thursday. You feel great about that. And it's just a matter of what, Schmidt and Brito are going to give you, over the next 2 days. So definitely something to keep an eye out for. We will have to see there. So yeah, Suarez, Schmidt tonight, Canning, Brito tomorrow. And then Cortez versus Patrick Sandoval. So pretty good pitching matchup for me to see, Tony, no?
Tony.
Patrick Sandoval
versus Nestor on Thursday.
I mean, come on, dude. Sandoval. I mean, I feel like he's pitched kind of solid this season for them. No.
Yeah. No. I'm
He's saying it's a
one
good
of the,
matchup.
Yeah, I'm saying it's a good pitching matchup.
Obviously, wasn't listening.
I know. Barnes is trying to make you never finish this.
No. I do enjoy the baseball talk.
Yeah, I
think
do. Yeah,
Nestor,
no.
I mean, hey, man. I feel like his last outing was solid, but nothing fantastic, right?
No, Nestor. No, I was there. 7 innings, 2 earned, but on Friday they lost, but not because of him. It was because Clay Holmes.
Oh, it's
the double to Correa down the line.
Dude, Ohtani DH tonight.
He's got to be DH,
right?
I feel like he's in there basically every night.
You got to watch out for that, man.
So we'll be cool. I have seen Trout in person, but I'm trying to think. I don't think. Yeah, maybe once at Yankee Stadium. The other time was actually at Wrigley. So we'll be cool to see him in person. But yeah, Sandoval, Tony, I feel like we forget about it. 148 innings last year, 139 strikeouts, 2.91 ERA. So I mean, that is a solid body of work for the Angels. Who've struggled with pitching. 26 years old, so will be interesting. And I know we just talked about this yesterday, but you're in the midst of finishing.
Mighty Morphin Power Plumbers?
That's what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Okay. I didn't know that
Mighty
we're still.
Morphin Power Plumbers. It's releasing tonight at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Okay.
Big day for Downtime TV. Big day for cinema, for YouTube, for Mario fans, for Power Ranger fans.
Absolutely.
As well. So it's gonna be it in and of itself is also a terrific body of work, Brian. That we've been putting like so much time and effort into. So. You can check out some promos that are out there too. There's one of us interview, so like I said it in there too. Like you can really see honestly in the video like just how much effort we put into this.
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Which I think like even people who aren't fans of the Mario like world or like the Power Rangers genre, like it is very much us playing these characters, and you can see, like I said, the amount of work we put in. So it definitely, I think, will draw people in, and people can really enjoy this,
Yeah, absolutely. And if you had to give me a percentage right now of how much is done, how much is left, like what would you say?
How much is done? Probably about 94%, let's say.
Okay.
Just slapping in some audio lines here. This is where we get into the foundation is laid down, the bedrock is strong, and it's just like little things like
sound bites,
like little tiny like yas. Okay, right now that just again, and it's those little things that you notice that's the effort is there, and it makes a video really that much better, even though it is a little thing. It's something that it's pretty funny. It's like those little things that really come together that can kind of make or break a video. Kind of like when you have a runner on and you want to bunt him the second, it's that little bunt
brings in the second, that puts in the scoring position, and then you end up scoring and winning the game. So
There you go.
everything is really coming together here, Brian.
And what is the duration of the film?
Currently, I'm at 5 minutes and 20 seconds.
5 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. So
pretty solid.
yeah. So is that like in terms of the film world? Is that like what
Short
is a
film.
short film?
Short film.
Short
Yeah,
film.
yeah.
Okay.
That is very much a short. Anything really like 5 to 12 minutes really is like a short film.
Okay. Yeah. So definitely, obviously, everyone, you want to keep an eye out for that.
Oh,
as
yeah,
Tony gets to the finish line. And just to well, I'm sure I'm actually gonna have to just bring you in for a second for the Rangers. I know you're trying to finish. I'm sorry. But the Mets did win last night. Did you catch any of it? Do you have anything to say about it? 8-6, I believe.
Yes.
Vogelback first inning home run.
Vogelback first inning home run, 2-run dinger off of May, staring him down in the face. Absolutely love it. Still questionable about Vogelback though. Alonso came up big. Brett Beatty, 2 RBI single, I think, in the 4th inning, I think. I mean, what was the score of this game? Like 9-8 or 8-7 or something. It was a crazy game, dude. Brian was a doubter. David Peterson did not do well. I even forgot to mention this yesterday, how, even during the extra inning game against Oakland, we didn't use our main bullpen guys. You had Rayleigh, Ottavino, Robertson all out there, Drew Smith even too, to follow up Peterson, which is great because, Peterson's definitely your weak link right now in the rotation. And like I said, he didn't really play well. He's really got to get out of there, but the bullpen picked him up. The bats picked him up. Beatty's looking great, dude. Seems like he's a good answer coming out of the minor league here. And it really was a breath of fresh air, a gutsy win here. They dug deep. It was a gut check for the Mets as a whole organization here. And they beat a good Dodgers, a good Dustin May. It was great. Even I mentioned Alonso too. Everyone did great. Nimmo did great. McNeil did okay. I think he may have had a hit. But other than that, I mean, it was so much back and forth too. I mean,
McNeil had 3 hits.
They had 3 hits.
Yeah,
I feel like I was getting notifications left and right.
14 hits as a team. Tony.
Unbelievable. To
3 guys with 3 hits.
You made fun of me for saying the Mets, a hot Mets lineup.
I didn't realize this is their 5th straight win. Too.
Yeah, dude. They swept Oakland, and I think you forgot that they took 2 out of 3 from San Diego as well yesterday.
That's very good.
So very good there. So it seems like the Mets are a good roll here. Tough matchup tonight. We got McGill, which is nice. Against a Kershaw. So, you'd imagine, I mean, against the Dodgers team, usual suspects. Freeman, I think, had 2 dingers yesterday. So, Max Muncy had a towering home run, too. So, you imagine, those batters giving McGill some trouble, but hopefully you could hit up Kershaw a little bit and McGill can, dial it in. And when he's in a jam, he's able to get out of it, which you've seen bright spots from him. I talked about him really, just hugging the upper part of the strike zone, locking batters up. I think it'll be a little bit tougher here, like against, those, tougher batters of the Dodgers lineup that I mentioned, like Freeman. I mean, Freeman is the type of guy who loves the challenge and he has the strength to kind of, swing from inside to outside to really pull some balls that were, high and tight on him. So it's going to be a battle for sure for McGill, but I'm hopeful, man. Let's go for 6 in a row.
And I'm sorry, I didn't realize if you answered this or not. Did you catch any of it or no?
Not all of it. No.
You caught some of it?
Yeah. The beginning.
Okay. So you almost, in a sense, just as, you're laying in bed before you go to bed, like it's nice to watch, but obviously on the flip side, you're not going to stay up the whole night to see the whole game.
Jeez, dude, the game was going probably past 1 o'clock.
But like we said, weekend is great, no?
Yeah.
You're out at the bar, then when you go home, it's still on.
Yeah, dude.
Well, the old days. Now with the quick
not
games.
so much. I forget was it the Red Sox game maybe that lasted like an hour and 57 minutes?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I know Alcantara had a complete game too that was under 2 hours.
Yeah.
Well. I think that was the
maybe
second
that
one. So
Which
yeah,
is crazy to think about, dude.
it really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Also, it's actually funny. Shout out Dean, by the way, for mentioning this from the Horseshoe. He was saying, I was reading an article that a lot of stadiums now are serving beer in the 8th inning because of the shorter games.
Right. And then I forgot who the pitcher was, but somebody said, I think he's on the Brewers or something, that he's concerned for safety of the fans. But you know what the problem is? He's not from the Yankees. So it's like, you like the Yankees, I mean, if I had to give a percentage of people going to that game that take a public transportation, I want to say it's got to be like 75%.
I'm confused. He's concerned for the safety
'Cause they have to
of
drive-
the fans
yeah,
or
'cause
from the fans.
No, for the fans
For the
because they have to
fans.
drive home. But it's like, yeah, in Milwaukee, sure, you're not taking public transit, but like I guess that somewhat makes sense. But I don't know. I feel like, you know what I mean? There's beer being sold. If you go in and you're like, you know what, I want to have 20. You can have 20 if you buy it quick enough earlier in the game. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, the inning that you cut it off, I don't think that really there's much correlation.
If anything, dude, it's 7th inning. I'm buying like 4 beers to last for the rest of the game anyway. So what is the point, dude?
Yeah, just
people who want beer are gonna get beer. Like
Right.
that's the bottom line of that. So
yeah.
obviously whoever this pitcher is doesn't really drink.
That was a good one, Tony.
Thank you, Brian.
Oh, you know what I was just thinking of? Because I think in the start we're talking about the horse show. Maybe not, but do we have that? I got an email. Is that date set in stone or no? I saw like a couple emails.
Yeah, I don't know. One got canceled, one got moved. I don't know, Michael,
can you offer anything? Like
For
the
what?
last one I saw was the 21st. Is that like
For what?
a go for horseshoe or no?
Yeah.
1st of May.
Okay, because I saw like 5 or 6 different emails, so I just wasn't sure.
Oh, I
5 or
don't know.
6, Brian.
Yeah, I don't know.
There was like even more than that, I think. Honestly. No?
Are you complaining?
No. I'm just asking a question here.
I don't know. Renee sent those out. I'll talk to the department.
All right. Yeah. Well, my people, I'll talk to your people.
Yes, exactly.
I'm just excited. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like I wish we were going there right now.
We could go every weekend. They want us there every
No,
Sunday.
I know.
Dude. Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I know. But it was honestly, I know we've already talked about it, but it really was an amazing.
I love,
I
it,
love
there.
it there.
I can't wait to get more and try different foods too.
Yeah, different
I'm
foods.
getting the fish and chips, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
Fish
getting
and
the
chips
fish and
is
chips.
interesting.
I'm gonna get like a burger or something next time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
Sam got the burger. I tried some.
Looked good.
It was pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just pretty good.
Yeah. But you know what it is too? She just got it with like I think lettuce, tomato. You know what I mean? Usually
You're a toppings guy,
and she can't have cheese, so there's no cheese on the thing. So
Brian.
I mean,
You're eating meat and
You
bread.
can't have cheese.
she has a
Lactose.
dairy. No, actually not lactose. Dairy
dairy
allergy.
allergy.
'Cause she can
Dairy
eat eggs.
allergy.
So it's not
Can't
like
have butter and
So
milk.
it's not like just pop a Lactate and call it a day.
No, it's not.
It's like I take a
Um,
Benadryl and
Yeah,
and
yeah, because she'll
survive.
get like a hive or something.
Oh,
Like if she
it's
ate
tough,
something, she didn't know it had dairy in it.
Well,
But
now I know, dude.
but the wings were great. Onion rings were great.
Onion
The
rings. were really
O-rings
good.
were so
The
fire,
O-rings.
One thing, and I don't know if they have it in the kitchen. We'll have to ask them. But the
Pickles?
onion rings would have been great with some Southwest
Barbecue sauce.
Michael, Southwest sauce or no?
And which one's Southwest
No,
sauce?
barbecue
Like
or
the
Southwest
orange
sauce.
Color sauce, like you see.
I
it.
like them both.
It's like hot sauce and mayonnaise.
You know what? Have you?
Roach.
There's this place. I forgot the name of it.
blooming
now.
onion sauce. though.
Martell.
Have you had the blooming
No.
onion sauce? You
No.
haven't. You haven't had a blooming onion.
No,
You have not had a blooming onion from Outback.
Michael's outrageous.
no.
I know you have.
Of course.
Do you like
of
that
course.
sauce?
Yeah.
But is that Southwest sauce? Like
Yeah, I think
roughly?
so. I think so.
Okay. I can't. Michael, are you kidding?
Get out.
I guess you guys got to show me this.
No, it's so funny too, because like obviously like the steak and the other items, like they're not that great, but the blooming onion is so good. That's what makes me want to go back to Outback, even though
Yeah.
everything else is like mediocre.
I know. I tried one time. Jay tried to make his own blooming onion, and it just didn't.
Jay's funny with the cooking.
Yeah,
he is.
The
he
soup.
He is
The
funny.
soup.
He
is
loves
funny.
trying new stuff. And
Yeah.
it's funny, dude. He bought 2 onions, and he made like a wet blooming onion and a dry blooming onion, and he fried it,
Yeah.
and they both didn't come out good at all.
Oh,
And it's also because he tried to fry it in the air fryer too. I mean, like
that's not cooking.
obviously Outback has the fucking big ass fryer you
Yeah.
dip it in. Like that's what makes it so good, dude. The oil and shit. Who on your phone? Who are you talking to?
Yeah. What
No,
the heck?
actually, I was looking at something that you guys were involved with, or Uptown Productions was. I was just looking at the new posts. If anybody on Instagram, Instagram, the lady selling the tickets, Instagram, right?
Oh,
But Uptown Productions, Rocky
Rocky
shoot today.
River.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
Right.
At Park City
Park City
Music
Utah.
Hall.
Oh,
Stop. Don't listen to him.
Park City. Where is that?
It's
Music
on
Hall.
Fairfield
It's on Fairfield
Ave,
Ave,
Bridgeport.
right by Beverly's Pizza.
Yeah, right by Beverly's.
Okay.
Where did you ever go to Acoustic Cafe back in the day?
No,
Do you know
but
what Tautog is over there?
it sounds familiar.
Fire Engine
Roadrunner.
Pizza.
I've actually never been to Fire
Wait, are
Engine.
you
What
kidding
You
me?
guys, I feel like we're hot at Fire Engine. I
Dude,
haven't heard.
for a
We
while, that
were.
was the spot.
But
I
what
had a
happened?
nice
What
tall
happens?
gin and tonic, a pie. some
Honestly, was
wings.
there a bad experience?
No,
Ah,
no, I just think these
We
other
just didn't-
places
we
are.
just- I mean, we just have to stop going. We just didn't go out as we don't go as much. We don't go out as much. All right, Brian. Where am I right now? I'm fucking here, bro.
But the thing is, Tony, you're acting like it was a call. It was just a question.
No. I'm so down to go to Fire Engine. I'll go
Yeah,
tonight. They serve pizza till 1 o'clock in the
And-
morning.
Yeah, they do.
And
I don't give a fuck.
is it a toss up with Southport or Southport gets the edge?
Dude, not
For
even a
pizza?
question.
No, honestly, like Fire Engine, like in my
It's the
honest
wing
opinion,
combo.
their pizza isn't great.
Yeah, but the
It's
wings
very good.
The
And they serve it
wings.
late night. Their wings are so tasty and spicy and
Dude.
always delicious.
Always drenched too.
Are you a bones guy, Michael?
Yeah, I'm both.
No, but that's the new bite.
That
We
was
can
a
get the
sound
bite
bite.
back. We can get the bite back.
It's
no,
it's in oh dude, mark it.
Wait, and then I know I'm just kind of wait. Are
Like a
we
bone
are we
in.
are we lagging, Michael? Well, I don't know if that was just a poor connection because I'm
Oh
seeing
no,
it.
his laptop's gonna die.
No, is that really
Yeah,
what
that's
it is?
That's what it is. Charges
no
in. Charges in.
way.
Wow, dude.
We're back. We're back. It's
Are we
coming.
back? Are
it's
we
gonna
back?
come.
That's
It's gonna come.
crazy.
So
Don't
that
worry.
has
dude.
nothing. To,
Oh,
We're out.
are we actually out?
we're gonna come back right now. It's gonna come.
Oh shit.
Wait, so nobody can hear me right now?
They speculate.
They speculate. He said, "Fucking idiot."
Oh my god.
We're back. We're back.
We are back?
I think. Sort
It's
of.
frozen.
Almost there, Brian.
All right.
They speculate.
I think we're back. Brian.
Brian, we're back.
Can we
bud.
confirm?
I mean,
Can I see myself?
Yeah, we're speeding up. We're getting back. Now we're back.
We're
Watch,
fully
ready?
back.
Ready? Watch. We're gonna get there in 5 seconds.
5,
4,
4,
3, down.
3.
Yeah, we're here.
We're here. We're out here.
Yes.
It looks like we are out here. So the
We're back.
laptop was on 0% battery.
0% because I don't have as many ports as, like I guess Tony.
no, my dongle is better than yours. My adapter.
Oh, okay.
my
I
adapter
got you.
comes with another port, like a USB-C port. It's just better than Michael.
Um. Okay. So what?
I'm just kidding, Mike.
No,
What-
it is.
What I was going to
Say.
what I was going to ask though, because I know you're finishing eating that, and then I swear yesterday you told me there's one other thing before the Yankee game you were doing or no?
Oh no, I told
Wait,
you
what?
New York Comedy Club.
New York Comedy Club, and that is already in the works. Or you haven't
That's
chopped any of
already
that?
in the works. It'll be done soon, and then going right into the Matt and Barnes. I can't wait to watch this footage and organize it and edit it.
Wow. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. And if anybody didn't check, there was a good short out there on Instagram and YouTube, I believe, of when I was at the Yankee game last time.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
very
a
good.
little collaboration there for Tino Martinez bobblehead
right
day.
behind him.
Um,
You almost threw out the bat, Barnes.
what do you? Oh,
I
no,
almost-
I knew it looked funny.
Yeah, it was missing the bat.
Michael, I appreciate you being on your toes. For
Yeah,
that
no, that would have been tough for the no bat. It's a screw-on bat, which is pretty cool.
one. Oh my god.
Yeah. So what else? Now what are we talking about? Rangers and
No, it's. Would you say this is one of those
most
off the
Oh,
rails?
this show has been so off the rails.
I love it.
It's been all talking stories and then like a little bit of Yankees, a little bit of Mets.
I feel like I'm just
Mets and Yankees.
I-
You kidding me, dude?
no. There was a lot of Mets. And
Yeah.
Yankees. We were talking about the night last night with Boone and Cashman.
yes.
It's one of those things. I hate when you have something where you'll never know the exact answer to it. But I'm just like dying to know at the end of the day what the deal was with this person with the tickets.
Probably just trying to get a rip off.
If they were
Um,
Mets tickets, you could go to the game, and they were like right down there. What would you have done?
I would have
honestly?
sent her the money already.
Would you really?
No.
Oh, okay. So exactly. So I'm making the right move here.
Yes.
I definitely would have been pretty excited about it, and I probably like honestly, for something like that, I probably would have stopped what I was doing and like
like what I was doing,
got
kind of
it.
like
I
all
would
over
have
the
went
place.
into it, you know, like
Yeah.
to really try and break it down. But yeah, I don't know. Dude.
And then
It
also
does
though,
seem
if you were going to the game the next day, even though the seats weren't as good, it's just kind of like
it's still
versus risking losing, whatever she's charging.
right. I mean, you're buying 4 tickets. It's $400. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, to get nothing out of
to get nothing from
Yeah.
it. So I mean, like again, you're better safe than sorry. I think you're making the right move, dude.
Yeah, and obviously plenty of games. Speaking of Thursday,
Yeah,
that we're gonna be at. So, yeah, that's that. But yeah, I'm excited. Tonight is gonna be, we're gonna switch gears in a second, but tonight might be, if we combine the release of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers,
plumbers.
I apologize.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Crossover.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. There's
Yeah.
a crossover right there.
But you combine that, you combine the Yankees, you combine the Mets, you combine the Knicks, and you combine the Rangers. Is that not the most loaded night of stuff to watch that you've ever
Dude,
been a
honestly,
part of?
it's so nice, man.
Yeah.
Like, and you got Devils going on too.
Devils, dude.
Well, the Devils are the Rangers.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I'm going to watch it. I'm actually going to watch it.
But it seemed like you wanted to like group Mike like separately from the Rangers.
Right.
Like, with the
Yeah,
Devils.
no, it
Like,
is.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
Like,
you're over there. We're on the side. Of the
Yeah,
room,
whatever.
Ryan and I.
But yeah, I guess just a good way to. Oh, and by the way, and I know I'm trying to think because Tony, yesterday, I'm like getting all confused with the days. But was yesterday the day you were outside? Yeah, because you called in and stuff. But I did say, I don't know, I don't think you were on the phone when I said this, but I said, watch out, the Reds being the Rays.
Mhm.
Sure enough, what happened? And I said the cold streak's gonna start. They lost 2 out of 3 to Toronto. They just lost to the Reds yesterday. Am I not onto something?
You could be. We'll see. I mean, the Reds, we saw them beat the Phillies like 15-2 as well. So you never know, dude.
You think the Reds are a sleeper team?
Could be. Seems like it.
So that's something to keep an
Cincinnati.
eye out for.
Dwayne is out there being pretty happy about it.
Yeah. How is Dwayne?
He's doing really well, dude. He's been working hard at school. They've been kind of I forget what class they're in now, but they're working on like some big project. So it's been taking up a lot of his room. He's working on a reel too for when they're graduating, I guess, in August. So
Oh wow.
trying to get his reel together, apply for jobs and stuff. So,
Nice. Do you know what he's like aiming to go
I mean,
into?
he's trying to be on air, so he's looking like he's gonna have to travel. He's gonna have to
Join the
go to some
list.
like Midwest small
Yeah.
market,
Wow.
network or something like that. Thinking about going back to Cincinnati. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Or Ohio. I should
And
say.
you kind of said
Columbus.
like, oh, Dwayne, get your feet wet, maybe a couple of years, we'll talk to you, type of thing. Tony with always the serious stuff here.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I said anytime, just come on down.
Yeah. No.
Price is right, dude.
Absolutely. That's great though. He's going for what he really enjoys,
Yeah,
and you could
Gotta
tell.
appreciate that.
Yeah, you could really tell he loves sports, of course. But yeah, basically all I was gonna say here, in terms of the Yankee, my kind of prediction for tonight, just going by the pitching matchup, you would think, the over-under set at 9. You would think there'd be a lot of runs scored here, and that the Yankees would be, well rested with the off day yesterday. The Angels in the midst of a road trip here, cross country, just were in Boston for 4 games. Then they come to Yankee Stadium. But the only reason why I think they're going to be able to put across some runs is because Clark Schmidt, we've seen him give up so many runs early on this season. But I do think the Yankees will be able to outslug them. So I'm thinking like a 10-5 type of game. And I could see Judge homering, maybe Volpe gets a second, which would be pretty cool. And DJ LeMahieu kind of has been really, hitting the ball on the screws. So I could see him having another big game. And I saw on Twitter earlier, they did say that Volpe will bat leadoff again. And it was so ironic, Tony, because here we are last night, not Cashman, but Boone saying, he has a set lineup. Usually it's DJ, Judge, Rizzo, Stanton. And then they just announced that Volpe's leading off tonight. So clearly, Booney, but I honestly think as good as DJ LeMahieu is, I kind of like him as a 6-hitter or even a 7-hitter down in the lineup, a guy. So you're not screwed at the end of the game. If the bottom comes up, DJ's leading off batting 7th. He's batting 2nd in the inning. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I totally agree. Again, like, Volpe up the top here leading off. I mean, it certainly can't hurt you. I mean, I think he's going to excel at that position too. And, again, it's always good to have someone at the bottom of your lineup who's good. I mean, you kind of compare it to the Mets lineup that, the bottom half, I mean, significant drop off really after McNeil when you break it down. And, obviously the Yankees have such a diverse lineup with Rizzo, with, I know Stanton's injured, but when he was there, obviously with Judge too, Torres, to put someone like DJ, like, what did you say, 6th?
6th, yeah.
That's going to be dangerous, dude.
And especially after Josh Donaldson. So at least you have like someone who actually can get a hit.
And then, later in the game, when starting pitchers in the 5th, 6th inning are like working through the top half for the lineup. And then all of a sudden they're like starting to feel good. And then you got DJ coming up in the 6th hole. I mean,
love it.
That's going to be tough, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. 10-5. I'm kind of thinking too. I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's tough to say, who the option would be from the minor leagues, but Clark Schmidt, like, I'm expecting to give up 3 to 4 runs, only go 3 to 4 innings. I kind of think this might be his last start. So it'll be interesting to see. I know we're a little ways away from Rodon, but you can't keep giving no length and not, showing your worth. I just think there comes a point. I mean, how many times are you going to run someone out here?
How long are Rodon?
How
long are Rodon?
Mid-May. I mean, that's a month. There's a month.
That's crazy. How long on Stanton? Do you know? 4 to 6. 3 to 5.
Yeah, 4 to 6. But I forgot. Maybe what was it? I think I was listening to one of the fan or something, or no, actually, you know what it was? It was the Michael K show.
Oh.
It's funny. I don't even necessarily enjoy the Michael K show, but I just like, first of all, because of Michael, because of being on so they do talk about the Yankees a lot. And then number 2, and I know, I could get the Odyssey app or whatnot as Michael's checking his watch for time. No, just kidding.
No.
What was that? Honestly, though.
No. I'm just looking around. There's a lot going on.
By the way, bad job, Michael K, because he was doing what you did yesterday, and he was poo-pooing on the Mets. Oh, easy schedule this. Alvarez isn't no good. Escobar sucks. Fuck you, Michael K. Honestly, you don't know shit, you Yankee boy asshole. And honestly, shame on fucking Peter and Don for just sitting there and letting it happen. Because Don knows better. I know Don knows better. Am I wrong, Michael?
He does.
Come on.
I just like that if I'm
lazy take.
If I'm on the elliptical, I could watch the show on the S app. And I know it's stupid, but I had to listen to it out loud though, because my
headphones
AirPods broke. And then I know the adapter and all that, but it's just a hassle at the end of the day.
What'd you do to your AirPods?
They just stopped working. But you know what I think
it happened to me with my Beats.
But I know it's just because I sweat so much. So not even
AirPods
sauna,
are not
just
waterproof.
me on the elliptical. Think about all the sweat that goes. I mean, it would just a matter
I'm
of
surprised
time.
you haven't gotten electrocuted.
Like, dude, I can't wear these headphones when I work out because these aren't like waterproof.
Right.
So
right.
They're not.
Could short it out, which is bullshit.
Those aren't waterproof.
I know. How lame is that, dude? My Sony's are waterproof.
But anyway, I don't know.
Anyway, dude,
it gets me through. It gets me through the workout quick. That's the only reason I listen to it. But I would rather listen to Carton Roberts or Mad Dog. At least I know I should just get the app and listen to those things. But it's just easier.
Dave and Rick do catch up on the ESPN New York
But
app.
Also, if golf is on, I'm watching golf coverage.
Why don't you catch up on Dave and Rick on the
Dave and Rick?
He doesn't like him like you.
I feel like it's just Dave sometimes. Just really
because he's a Mets fan.
Because you're a Yankee boy.
Yeah, but Rick's like we talked about the other day. Rick's
a Yankee boy. Say it.
I'm a Yankee fan, Tony. How was that? But speaking of the Mets, kind of just to wrap up this.
Say you're a Yankee boy.
To wrap up almost an hour-long baseball segment here with some other stuff mixed in. Prediction for tonight, Tony. That's all I'm asking for.
I would say the Mets, another nail biter. Definitely not, I think, as high scoring. I'm going to say 5-4.
5-4. Okay. All right.
Baby,
so that should be interesting. What a lineup of games to watch. So excited. Got you guys in the I thought he said cash, but he's saying car, but he said ka like that. Yeah, I was confused, but
nice,
we appreciate Matthew.
Listen to my voice.
Always doing that. But Michael, a long-winded way of saying, let's go to the world of the National Hockey League.
Here's Matthews. Scores! Hat-trick goal!
My goodness, this is a great shot.
Big hit on the far side by McCarr. He flattens Jordan Stahl. Oh, my goodness. Gets the gun right back. Terrified and robbed by Shesterkin. That's brilliant from Igor Shesterkin. It's a breakaway to win it in overtime. McDavid scores the winner in overtime.
Data. You know what? Actually, you would be riled for too. I know we're all over the place today, but I was just thinking about this, and it's directly from you. This is the only reason I'm doing this. Like I've been consistently during the week doing the nothing till 12 fast,
Dude, nice.
So no matter, I know obviously don't just go blow it after that. But no matter what is on the other side of that, that's pretty beneficial, honestly. Because I know
100%.
you know all this science and you
Dude,
showed me that video.
1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. You're on the road, dude.
Okay.
You're
awesome.
on the road.
Like, a lot of cleansing going on during that
my
time
gosh.
period.
Yes.
And then especially you're done with dinner at 7 the night before. That's what is that? 17 hours?
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's almost a full day.
Dude, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. No, Michael just knows it all. And it's kind of interesting. I know
Tony's shaking his head.
I know Michael will Michael will love this. Me and Tony won't, but Stacks, who's going to the game tonight, Devils Rangers, did on his Instagram story. The Devils report, I guess, tweeted this out, and it said, I don't know if this is from Dawson Mercer, I guess. Actually, this is quoting him. He said, "When the building is rocking, it gives us that little extra push. So if you don't mind doing us a big favor tonight, please go ahead and feel free to absolutely lose your minds when that puck drops. We don't care if you're in the building or watching from Czech or Switzerland at 3 a.m. We want to hear you. I know what we have here. You know what we have here.
Wow.
This feels like the start of something special. See you at the Rock."
Wow.
Dawson.
Wow.
Dawson Mercer, I will say, I've been talking
Good
about
player.
him. We're talking about him all year long.
Right.
He said he was going to change it for us. Tony said Dawson's going to change it. He has. Renee comes in here.
Yeah, dude, but and he really has. Honestly, he's a great center, a really young guy, who's been kind of under the radar a little bit for the Devils.
Dude, this
when
is
you look at
crazy.
The rest of the
And we actually have
team.
Are you guys nervous a little?
I know we're going all over the place, but we actually do have breaking news from Chokery. The Steelers have acquired Rams wide receiver Allen Robinson. I'll have to look up the terms of the deal, but obviously credit to Chokery for the report on that. And Robinson obviously, started with Jacksonville, made a couple Pro Bowls into Chicago before moving over to Los Angeles, but never really seemed to get his feet wet over there. So the Rams move on from him. And I'm sure that it wasn't a big package that was involved here. But I think this is kind of one of those no risk deals because, you get some continuity with Kenny Pickett, Allen Robinson. We've seen how good he could be before. So I do like this trade.
Love it. I love that you love it.
So Chokery was asking me my thoughts on them, and I actually didn't even get to answer him back, but I think he might be listening now, or if not, he's going to hear this later. But anyway, Rangers, Devils, we're finally here. Isn't it amazing, fellas? Think about how long we've been talking about the playoffs.
I'm going to watch
this series.
I'm going to watch it.
You're going to watch it. We're all going to watch it. It's going to be I'm really just so excited, and I just can't believe later, like the screen lineup is going to be ridiculous with
I know.
The power
Plumbers. Yeah.
The Yankees, the Rangers, Devils, and then the Knicks.
Wow.
I mean,
there's some injuries with the Knicks though.
Josh Hart, I heard doubtful, but do we have an official
he's not? I don't think
call?
he's going to play, and he's like the heart for this team.
And what about Matthew? Attaboy Barnes, fasting equals beautiful.
Yeah, no, he knows. Matt knows.
Of course he knows.
Matt is just great.
Yeah,
I love Matt.
But yeah, I can't wait for this game. The build up, the hype, and I think what we have to do is we have to be careful. No matter who wins this game, obviously one side is going to be disappointed. So I think even let's say for instance, the Rangers or the Devils shut out the other team, win 3-0, win 4-0, win 5-1, whatever the case is. I think we all have to keep perspective that this is going to be a long series. I really do think it's going to go 7.
100%.
And of course, the Rangers themselves have been, known for their long series in the playoffs. Kind of interesting. Devils -130. So, pretty decent favorites here. And I just, me and Tony talked about it at the Horseshoe. We might have talked about it briefly yesterday, but just the importance here for the Rangers. Obviously, Devils, with the home ice advantage. I'm sure the crowd, of course, as Dawson Mercer, per his request, will be very into it and very loud. But the Rangers, the key is give them a reason to stop that. You know what I mean? Throw the first punch, take the first shot, win the first faceoff. I think that's so important here. And I think that's just what you have to do. I was listening to, it was funny. The fan never covers hockey, but now it's playoff time. It's Devils Rangers. They were playing like Patty Kane sound bites.
It's so annoying.
And
That's so
fake.
Yeah.
No, but the only thing I would say is, and it's comes from an uneducated fan, but the reason why they don't is just because the general population listening to the fan doesn't want to hear about hockey. I mean, let's be real. I mean, we know the greatness of it, Tony, but if we're talking percentages, where the NHL falls in terms of eyeballs.
But still, I mean,
but
it's almost like
you guys
not
got
covering
me hyped.
baseball or any sport until the playoffs. You can't just do that.
Yeah, but think about this too. You can even argue like you guys, if you do it well, can get people hyped and rally for the sport.
Exactly. And honestly,
golf.
I mean, when we think about this, I mean, Tony basically is the one that got me into the Rangers. So it's like
true.
That's I know it's actually insane.
Almost went with the Oilers, dude. Which
no, I mean, you could tell. I don't. You know what I mean? I like giving you a hard time with the Oilers. But
Indigo says,
it's not the same.
"Do you know why they are called beats?"
Do we know why?
She's gonna tell us.
I guess she will tell us.
we're on a cliffhanger right now.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna like.
No, she's. I've been waiting for the answer.
So I'm seeing tickets as low as 179. It's a shame. There's so much to watch. I really would honestly pull the last second, like surprise stacks there. Shesterkin jersey on.
You just show up.
I know. Because it's
he would bug.
I feel like it's not. What's your guys' guess from my apartment to Prudential Center?
Hour 40.
Yeah.
No, I would say
2:10.
say an hour 30.
I'm gonna guess in like no traffic. Obviously, we know there'll be traffic later, but I'm gonna guess an hour and 15. Okay, so, and you said
hour 30,
and Michael said
I said a couple. 2:10.
2:10.
I'm just thinking because it's like a half hour from my house. My home is 2 hours from here. So, but from Stanford, what do you got?
1 hour, 19 minutes.
Wow. Barnes loves that. He's like, that's a casino run. That's how he gauges it.
Oh my God.
Indigo. Also, question. Were you the person who bought the duffel bag?
Oh, you don't know?
No.
I thought we were confirmed on this. And I did get a notification. Tie-dyed shirts
On
shipped
the
today.
way.
Did you already know?
Yes.
You already knew
Really?
it. Didn't even need to tell
Yeah.
The black and white one?
you. Well, I got that one. And then Sam
Yeah.
got the
I
other
can't
one.
wait to see
Yeah.
that.
One of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the black and white one.
I am so pumped. I
Oh,
saw
that's what
Tony.
you got? I thought yours was a bluish tint, Tony.
I have that one too.
Oh, Tony's fucking.
Yeah, the
dope.
blue and white. I got this one.
Wait,
in black
but
and white.
what? I'm trying to think though. Okay, so but the dad was like, dude, that shirt's sick. Like that was definitely the black and white. I don't know why I was thinking there was blue in that too, like a dark blue. No, that's just a
That's what I
Oh, you
thought.
know what, dude? Maybe it's the.
That's what I
gotta
thought,
look at it again.
Barnes.
Yeah.
He's yelling at me
I
over
gotta
here.
look- No, there's no blue in it.
There you
If
go.
anything, it's the Milky Way one with some purple. But I don't think it is. I think it is black.
It's
and white,
not
dude.
purple, dude. I would know. Yeah, exactly.
So and I'm just looking at this too. So on like ESPN, how they'll say, oh, tickets starting at this, but then when you actually look it up, there's another, I don't know,
Fee bonus fees.
yeah, $150 worth of fees. So they're saying 179. What's your guess? I'm gonna check Game Time right now. Devils Rangers all in just to get in the door, one seat.
215.
After fees and shit.
Yeah.
You said 225.
And the winner is 176
After fees.
after fees.
Dude.
Wow, dude.
226. They did lie a little bit, 241, but that's not bad. Oh, but actually that's $70 more. But what they usually list the fees? What is that? What is that?
That's pretty
Game time.
beat,
I feel like
dude.
usually goes all in.
Yeah, that is pretty beat.
241.
But first says DeGrom pulled today.
4 innings.
No, that was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
What the heck was it?
4 innings of
No, but
no hit.
what was the injury?
Side
Wrist.
tightness? Wrist.
Dude,
Wrist,
thank
which was
God
kind of
you guys don't
interesting.
have him.
You know, it's funny because you really can't be upset about Verlander as much, honestly.
Yeah, it would
with
have happened
that.
either way.
Because that was the other alternative to Verlander, was to have DeGrom back. And I guarantee you, end of the season, Verlander pitches more and pitches better.
100%.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see him finally, make his debut.
Brian's on the Game Time app.
No, I was checking before, but I was going to ask you. I want a prediction for this
Fans game?
Yeah.
4-3, Adam Fox, double overtime winner.
Double overtime winner.
Yeah.
Wow. Double overtime. Jeez. That would be the first playoff double overtime game since the Penguins game.
Yeah.
Was that game one?
Wait, no, like for the Rangers,
Yeah,
you're saying?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Was that game one? At Renee's.
I think game one might have been triple overtime.
No, it was. It was. I remember
And then
in the
game
car.
2 was double overtime.
Okay, game 2. Wow. That was Louis Domingue.
Dude,
Isn't it
the
crazy?
Fucking beef and broccoli.
No, that's what I was going to say. It's a year since the beef and broccoli.
Unbelievable. And now look where Domingue is.
Yeah. I mean, he should have got called up. I don't know. I know halak, but
Halak.
just based on what we
Dude.
saw last year, you wouldn't feel more comfortable with Louis in a pinch. In a pinch,
In a
Tony.
pinch?
Not like expected, but like just an absolute emergency.
I mean, I don't know. How many minutes has gone by since the beef and broccoli, you think?
So just no way. And it's not even just because I've just been suggesting that all year. It's like that's what you truly believe.
I do believe Halak is better. I mean,
Interesting.
come on, you've seen it, Brian. It'll admit a little bit, Halak.
Yeah. All right. I mean, he had some good
Who's your
moments.
boy who was the Islander fan who was like Halak is done?
Corey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe I should
He
speak with
does
Corey.
know his stuff. He's been
No, yeah,
hockey
I'm
fan
sure.
for a long time.
Islanders tough loss last night, dude.
Yeah. Tough one.
To the
But
Hurricanes chokery.
yeah. Oh, and actually, Chokery was tight because I think Ronta let him go early, and he said, "Ask Tony what he thinks about that." I was gonna screenshot you a text.
Oh, it's so funny. I'm surprised Anderson honestly didn't get the start.
Yeah, they're going
That's
with
crazy.
Ronta, the
Good for them, though. That's
Ranger
a good move.
influence. But it's interesting. So I do agree with you on a couple of things. I think close game, 1 goal deficit. I do agree with overtime, but I'm gonna go or just 1 overtime. I want to say maybe a minute left, and Patrick Kane, game winner, 3-2 Rangers, decisive 1-0
That's not
lead.
decisive.
No, I know. I just kind of wanted to say it.
I know. but
I like it.
Serious prediction here, Michael. Give me something.
I told you 7 games.
No,
Ran-
7 games, but I'm saying tonight.
Oh, tonight, Devils coming out hot in Prudential Center. I'm going to say 5-1.
Am I in attendance?
Absolutely smoking it. I guarantee you we're going to get a tag at Downtime TV. I could just, you're itching. You're
Because I
itching.
could text Stacks. He could probably give me a ride to the Prudential Center.
Text him right now. Hey, you want to go? I'm telling you, go.
No, but it is funny. It's like, I know Tony would almost roll his eyes at this, but the only thing actually from almost stopping me here is just because I want to watch the Yankee game.
What?
I can't even get a chuckle.
He said he
I-
said the only reason why he's like not going to the Devils Rangers game 1 is because he wants to watch the Yankees play.
Brian.
Almost like amen corner. Oh man. Yeah, so I think wait, Michael, did you give a score?
5-1.
5-1. Wow, so
Yeah.
decisive.
Yeah, like making you guys a little nervous.
All right. So a couple of things I want to do just to kind of get things in order. Just kind of go over the rest of the games tonight. Lightning Maple Leafs, Jets Golden Knights, Kraken Avalanche. I look at this Maple Leafs Lightning game, and I think, when we talk about how it's been, I think we said since 2005 or 2004, since the Maple Leafs have won a first round series, I think it's so important to win game 1. And I know a lot of these series we're saying are going to go deep, but I think confidence is key. And I think for the Maple Leafs to have a chance in this series, they have to take game 1. The crowd will be behind them, and you have to look for, guys like Bunting, guys like Marner, guys like Matthews, guys like Tavares. It's a lot of firepower. So just really get, Vasilevsky, moving in all directions, and his confidence, can waver as well. I know he's had a lot of success in these playoffs, but if he gets lit up for 5 goals in this game, I think it could be completely different. So my prediction here, I think we're finally due for a changing in the guard. I think the Lightning, who have been the team of the Eastern Conference, especially the last, 3 years, going all those Stanley Cups, I think the reign is over this year. Rangers looking to snatch that from them. But specifically for this game, I actually do think the Maple Leafs will blow out the Lightning. We saw the Lightning struggle on the road, 18-22, despite winning 46 games overall. So strong at home, mediocre on the road. Maple Leafs very good at home, 27-8-6. I'm going to actually say the Maple Leafs will defeat the Lightning 5-2. Tony, is that the craziest thing you've ever heard? Last question.
What do you got?
I think the Maple Leafs will not only win this series, but tonight over the Lightning 5-2.
I do agree with beating the Lightning. I just think the Lightning had their time, dude.
Right. I was saying the Rangers are ready to take over for them in the Eastern Conference.
Certainly. And I mean, they even did well last season and everything too. All things considered.
Yep.
Trying to go for the three-peat is pretty intense. And, I mean, it's tough, dude. I mean, they have a lot of talented players. We know the usual suspects. Braden Point's had a terrific season.
Mm-hmm.
Over 50 goals, I think. So, but I just think, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like this season, although Vasilevsky's numbers are great, I feel like there were some games where you just saw him kind of teetering on tired, a little bit lethargic. So with the Maple Leaf speed, I said it before, I think when we previewed this series, I think Tavares is going to play a huge role in this series. Just because having that, his ability this season has been great. He stepped up a lot in terms of stats, and then his leadership, I mean, means a lot, dude. And the guy had, I think, a pretty bad rap after he left the Islanders. But in reality, I mean, he was just trying to do what's best for him, right? And he loves Toronto. I think he's from Toronto.
Yeah.
So I mean, he wants to play for his hometown team, and Islanders weren't doing him much good. I mean, they were trash, honestly.
Yeah,
so,
struggling to take the next step.
Yeah. So I mean, him leaving, and the Islanders clearly better off now. And I think Tavares is someone I always felt bad for because of that. And the man, just has such passion for the game, and I think, like I said, I think he's step up big, huge against Tampa Bay here. So yeah, definitely give me Toronto tonight. Give me Toronto in the series. Toronto in 5.
Wow. Yeah. No, I agree.
Lakers in 5.
Last time I'm going to go to you, though. I'm saying that's the last time I'm going to go to you. So let you get back to work.
Thank you, dude.
And everyone will hear from you tomorrow.
Yeah, probably.
Wow.
If he's awake.
I should be good to go because it's going to be over at 6 o'clock.
Right.
By 5 o'clock today.
Done.
Like, this is like I'm back on Sportsport, bro. We're getting sound bites by next week. Like, this is going to be fucking heavy, man.
Let's go.
So Indigo, she said she did buy the bag. Thank you, Indigo. That's awesome. Send some photos, tag us on Twitter. Tony, everybody are excited for it. It would not allow me to put the size and color on the socks.
Socks are one size.
It would not let me add the socks and polo shirt to my basket. Really? Socks are one size, Tony says. He ordered them.
But there is a color. There's black and white, I believe.
There's black and white. Some of the words on your website are faded? ? I don't know.
It could be the website itself, Indigo. It's a third-party kind of deal. So
Prefer 29 minutes away.
Yeah.
Michael Solo, your favorite. You and Michael have bonded recently. You guys are back.
We're doing Disney versus Nintendo. Nintendo is Disney scared of Nintendo's phase 1 plans because if you go woke, you go broke, and it's in the numbers, baby.
Who said that?
Trump actually.
He did.
Well, no, he did say everything that is woke goes to shit.
Yeah,
which is true.
I mean, look, the numbers don't lie. Yeah. The Super Mario movies, Barnes, the one that just came out, is on pace to make $1 billion.
Yeah, no, I heard that.
That's one of their movies. They have Star Fox 64 coming out. They have Mario Luigi's Mansion coming out. They've got a whole thing we're going to talk about in Street Time.
Oh, dude, Mario Bros 2, show Yoshi's Island 2.
Yoshi's Island, yeah, I got the whole list.
Yeah, so look forward to that at 3. So just to kind of wrap it up here, Jets, Golden Knights. I'm going to say Golden Knights. I think they should really have a strong series here. Look for Eichel to lead. I think, 27 goals. I know he missed a little time with injury, but expect him to have a better year. But I think the playoffs, this is his time to really make a mark for himself. So I'm going to say Knights 5-1 over the Jets. Last game of the night, Avalanche, Kraken. Avalanche are going to sweep this series. Starts tonight. McKinnon, hat trick. 7-1 Avalanche, including 5 goals in the first period, making a statement. So a full slate of NHL games. And all we have to do before we wrap up here is sprint, Michael, to the world of the National Basketball Association.
The Bulls LeBron James at the buzzer. He banks in the three, and the Lakers win the game.
All right. One thing actually we didn't talk about it at all, Michael. Well, first of all, just recap last night, 96-84 Sixers. So they take a 2-0 lead. That should be a sweep. Kings do go up 2-0, 114-106.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be a sweep, but obviously the Warriors continuing to struggle at home, 19 games under 500 regular season.
Have you seen Have you seen the funny photos of it's like promos of Dellavedova?
Yes.
Dude, I love it. I
was gonna ask you though,
that team, did you see what Mike Brown did? At the beginning of the season, he wrote out a contract, and he said, and it says we're all in this season, no ands, ifs, or questions about it, all this stuff, and then requirements, and then if you're about it, sign it. The beginning of this, and if you sign it, that means you breach contract,
right?
They might not get paid. They might, certain things that. So this team is all in, dude, and it's showing. No one believed in them all season. Everybody thought it was a joke. Right. They weren't going to end up in the playoffs. They were going to
fall down in the standings like the Pelicans did.
Exactly. And no, here we are. I'm really excited for them. I was a huge Sacramento Kings fans those early years. Yes.
Peja,
yep. I love those teams, and it's just good to see them with Darian Fox, Bagley, and a lot of those boys, and Sabonis, dude, coming. Everyone thought that was over.
No,
for him.
No, you're right. No, absolutely. He's really had a great year, but I want to know though your thoughts on that play specifically with Draymond.
He grabbed him.
So you think he
grabbed him, but it doesn't give him the right to just I get he did exaggerate the kick. He should have let him grab him,
right,
and fallen.
Right. And then they would have.
Yeah.
But that's my problem with Draymond.
I know.
Though. You know what I mean? I know everyone lauds leadership, defense, and stuff.
Yeah.
But he has to do these. He keeps getting suspended. He keeps getting technicals.
I know.
I'm sick of watching it.
I know.
I don't know.
It's that part I don't like either. I was never into that, barking type of a player.
Yeah.
It's a lot of barking.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just play the game.
Dude, and what about people trying to say to get rid of the charge?
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
It's stop, dude.
Yeah. So I just had to bring that up. It'll be interesting to see if the Warriors can, take care of business at home, maybe even up this series before sending it back to Sacramento. We will see. 3 games tonight: Hawks, Celtics, Knicks, Cavs, Clippers, Suns. With Hawks, Celtics, Boston winning game 1. I think this is going to be a sweep. I honestly think the Hawks. It doesn't work with Trey. I don't know. I love DeJounte Murray, but I almost think they would be better off trading Trey and building around Murray and seeing what young assets they could get.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be a blowout.
Tony, your mom says, hey.
I could honestly see it being 130-95 tonight, in Boston. Crowd will be riled. They need something to cheer with the way the Red Sox have played, the way the Patriots have been the last couple of years. But Bruins are good. We'll give you that. But Knicks, Cavs, the big thing here, we were talking about it before. Hart looks like he's out. I just am wondering, if that might cost him this game. But if he does sit out, comes back for game 3, Knicks, we know the crowd will be riled at MSG after, the last time they were in the playoffs, that disappointing series against the Hawks. It seems like it is their time now. So my kind of thought here, Michael, is, and I'm curious if you agree with me, I think the Knicks drop this one tonight, but then win out and win the series.
This is home?
No, it's in Cleveland.
Oh, yeah. I could see a 50-point Donovan Mitchell.
Right.
game.
Everyone's thinking, oh, the
Knicks,
Caps are back.
yeah.
Knicks are done. And
Yeah.
the Knicks just take care of business the rest of the way. Because I don't think it's a long-term thing with Hart. I think it's just going to be a game, right?
Yeah. I mean, dude, he if you watch a lot of his footage this year, he plays not only both ends of the floor, but he's getting a lot of rebounds and going coast to coast a lot. Full speed. That's a lot. That's a lot. And, sometimes you might have a little tweak. You just need a day off, a couple days off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, so you actually are, though, expecting Cavs to win? Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see I don't know.
Yeah.
I could see Mobley having a good game too,
Yeah. Yeah. And last game, Suns Clippers, Kawhi, the huge game, Russ, the big play. I was watching back us talking about, him going 3 for 19. You were so around for the block. And it's funny though, because
I'm not
No, but it seemed like you were really anti-Westbrook.
I am.
But
I just feel bad for him, dude.
You feel bad. Okay.
I don't like a lot of people disrespect him.
Right.
Fans. And it's like he is one of the greatest basketball players in the world and ever, and I just love a good redemption story. I felt bad when KD left him because I felt if anyone was going to ride with him till the end, it should have been KD. And imagine they won the next, dude, they went 7 with that Warriors team.
Yeah.
They went 7. They were up
3-2 or 3-1.
3-1, dude. You could have came back and taken him down. There'd be no dynasty. It would have been Durant and LeBron for the next, just like, how it was Cavs. And it would have been the same shit, dude. But instead, it would have been OKC and it would have been a dope LeBron versus Durant thing.
That really reminded me of the Yankees up 3-2 in 2017.
Yeah,
against Houston.
And then
right there,
dude,
the Frazier fly ball to right, game 6.
Yeah, I know.
It's
just tough, And so I would love to see him play well and kind of just say, to the naysayers, like, hey, because I've always thought you could win with him. You just need the right team around him.
But I feel like but also he's to blame here though. Yeah. Like the last couple of years, he could have played so much better. And it's like, we've talked about this so many times. Why does he keep shooting, Michael?
I don't know.
But really though, what is it though? Is he, I know he did. I know, and he didn't play for the Clippers that many games, but he actually did end up shooting 48%, which for him, I think 35% from 3. So that's pretty good. But is it in his head? He feels like he could still shoot, let's just call it 45% and 36%. Like, do you think he actually thinks he can do that? And he thinks he's not as bad as he is?
Yeah, 100%, dude. He probably just thinks he's in a slump.
A 5-year slump?
Yeah, honestly.
And I mean, he did make those free throws.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. But I do think the Suns will answer back tonight.
Yes. I can't believe that was Devin Booker he blocked too. Like, what a weak layup.
Yeah.
So soft.
I love Booker though.
Me
honestly.
too.
Yeah.
He should have just backed him down and faded away.
Yeah, he should have. But I have to say, for as atrocious as the NBA regular season was, the games that I've watched, for the playoffs so far have been very good. So it's just hopefully moving forward, they can figure out a way to make the regular season more compelling. But you do see these guys D'ing up, and that part is very exciting. And it's interesting, the local feel with the Knicks, if they could make it to the second round, and who knows who they're going to be playing. It could be Miami. They could take out the Bucks. You haven't heard anything further on Giannis, have you?
No.
But it feels like he has to come back. I mean, knowing him, knowing his work ethic. So that'll be interesting. And then, Lakers back in action tomorrow. So that's big there. What they can do. Can they go up 2-0 against Memphis going back to LA? Can LeBron get that 5th title? That would be something. Odds are against it. My boy T, who was watching but couldn't comment, remember I was telling you? I think he said he put up like 150 to win like 900 on the Lakers winning the title.
Wow.
Big mistake.
Tony, I thought you were done for the day.
That's funny.
Oh man.
Funny, that's comedy.
Yeah. But honestly, so much going on tonight. I'm so excited for it. And what a show today. And I appreciate everybody hanging with us. And it was a little chaotic to start.
Oh, yeah,
a couple technical difficulties. Me just kind of thinking about these Yankee tickets, you know. And but you know what? I've just said, let it go. Enjoy the game Thursday. Have a normal day tomorrow. Don't have to worry about getting scammed. And just appreciate all of the great things in life, like the sports port, like downtime, like the mighty Morphin Power Plumbers, Michael.
That's so funny.
Oh man. But other than everybody staying on for 18 minutes from now, screen time.
3:30, but yeah.
Oh, 3:30.
Yeah.
Okay, 3:30.
Yeah, I knew we would carry over.
48 minutes from now.
Look at us, hour 30, dude.
Yeah.
And an hour baseball.
Yeah, our baseball. Just so great. But other than everyone staying tuned for screen time, staying tuned for the premiere later. Anything else on the way up?
Have a good night, I guess.
Yeah, enjoy all the games.
Eat some good food tonight.
Yeah.
Go
Fast
relax.
tomorrow.
Fast tomorrow. And
no, really appreciate it. We really appreciate everybody tuning in and continuing to comment, like, and subscribe, checking out all the archives on the YouTube page. Tony, Michael, Renee in costume, all the episodes of Sportsport, Screen Time, The Dream is Free, Gaming Corner, all of our vlogs, the upcoming premiere of the Mighty Morphin Power Plumbers, and checking out the merch, downtimetv.com.
The duffel bag.
Spring is in the air. Indigo is raring to go on the duffel bag. I can't wait for my tie-dye.
Oh,
But we want everybody to enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you, Michael, mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the